Oh, hey, indeed. Welcome into the Guest Room Podcast. It's a trivia podcast where we, guess things. I'm your host, Mike. That's Kevin over there.
Albums.
That's Zach.
Feel.
And that's KD.
Sappy.
I'd probably just give you another B- on that. But can I ask, when you heard albums, what are you...
Mitch album, The 5 People You Meet in Heaven.
No.
Tuesdays with Maury.
Also
are you
Mitch
album.
Music, like a photo album?
Music.
Okay.
Is there a particular album that comes to your mind when you think of the word sappy?
No.
Yeah, Limp Bizkit had something. Pretty sure.
That's a band, right?
That was their ballads
Yeah.
record?
Yeah. Sappy Biscuit.
About how you remember the points on a compass, never eat a sappy biscuit or something like that.
On a what?
Hey, that was pretty good.
Yeah.
Hey,
North,
wait.
east, south, and...
And best?
That's what the Californians would say. Well, hey, welcome into the Guest Room Podcast. Like I said before, we guess things, we play games, and we invite you to do the same. So on this particular episode, we're going to be playing the secret phrase game. One of the hosts has been assigned a secret phrase, and it's your job to figure out who said it.
Suss it.
Find out what sounds just a little weird in a
little
podcast
sus.
full of weird, but just like, I don't know, different weird, I guess. Before we get anywhere else, though, we have a little business to take care of, and that is this. We need to recognize we ate Chipotle for dinner tonight.
The order was correct.
And the order was correct.
The order, it's not that I was shocked per se because we did it differently this time.
Right. Before we get too far, let's not give any credit where credit's not due. DoorDash did nothing.
That's true.
To mess up or get the order right.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't even know that I could credit Chipotle.
No,
because they always do things right when you watch them like a hawk. In this particular case, the hawk was Matt. So big shout out to Matt. We appreciate you for picking up our dinner. And
you're a mascot now, our hawk.
The correct order. Yes, you are the hawk of the guest room.
That's like next level, though. Like, you guys don't even need DoorDash anymore. You have like your own private
Hawk.
DoorDash valet.
Totally.
Your
Yeah.
hawk.
Yeah.
You just bypass the man,
And we've got our own man.
That's impressive.
In
He's
high
the man.
school,
Yeah.
our mascot was the Golden Hawk.
Just one.
Yes. No, the Golden Hawks, actually.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, there was one that ran around. But my debate coach wanted to change our mascot to the Golden Ball. And he wanted somebody dressed up in a hamster costume to run around in a hamster ball. Anyway, I just thought that was interesting.
Just for that, just so we could get a kick out of it.
I guess. And I mean, also, the Golden Balls sounds kind of like, I don't know.
Matt, thank you.
One of
That's the moral of the story.
Yeah. I walk away from that just thinking, man, Matt was great tonight.
Yeah, me too.
Speaking of next level, Zach, you've made it to now your 4th level of the Guest Room Podcast. How are you feeling going in?
Good. Started the first couple with some zeros on the board, but I feel like I'm on the climb.
You also got a 0 on the board in your 3rd episode because you had 10 points.
There were some digits.
That's true.
In 29 episodes,
Yeah.
you'll be a 33rd degree Guest Room podcaster.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Man. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. I feel like maybe I'm replacing Andy, but I feel like maybe we're switched a little bit. Like, daytime Andy is stronger. I think nighttime Zach is here to play.
We shall see.
Yeah.
Luckily for you, we're playing the same game where you scored points last time. So this will be a pub quiz. Pub quiz, just as a refresh.
Pub quiz.
We each prepare 6 questions. We try to get 1 or 2 other hosts to get them correct.
Pub quiz.
If we do, we each get, the asker gets 1 point. If 0 or 3 other hosts get a correct answer, the asker gets no points.
Sorry, I was just looking at our audio, and I think I've discovered the way to make the sword from Halo is to say pub quiz. If you do it like shouting like pub quiz.
Yeah, that's not a bad effort.
I mean, it's not terrible right in there.
Shout out to Matthew, who's going to hate that. All right, so we're going to get right into the pub quiz today, and it's going to be Mike starting us off.
Sounds a little self-serving.
Save best for last, shall we?
Shelf-serving.
So, question numero uno. These are weather-related questions.
I guess that's ever so slightly better than guest room science filtered
Be the
thing.
judge
Is
afterwards.
it though? Like
I don't know.
We'll see.
Question one.
meteorology, Mike?
What do you call a rainbow that occurs at night?
Huh?
A rainbow that occurs at night. What do you call it?
Dark.
Detroit?
It's always night in Detroit.
Rainbow that occurs at night.
By the way, if you want to pick up a Detroit's Dark shirt, I believe the URL for that is the guess room with hyphens in between the words .myshopify.com or something like that. You'll find it if you type that in. All right. Everyone's got answers. Kevin. A rainbow. Zach says a moonbow. KD says a rainbow. Moonbow or lunar rainbow is correct.
Darn
Zach
it.
Stupid.
gets
I almost
a point.
I wrote Moonbow and then erased it.
Question 2. In May of 1995, what type of disaster caused $2 billion in damages in Dallas and Fort Worth? All right, Kevin says tornado. Zach says tornado. KD says tornado. The correct answer is hailstorm.
Darn it. I thought about it.
Of all people, you should know that.
I didn't think that happened in 1995.
Wait, why should he know that out of all people?
Because he used to go to that city to climb up on roofs to look for hail damage.
Oh, wow, good point. Yeah, out of all people, you should know that because you knew that. Question number 3. Name a U.S. city that averages more rainy days than Seattle, which has 149 days per year.
Seattle has 149 days?
Correct. Seattle has 149. So name a U.S. city that has more than that.
What if I name a very, very, very small city?
Like,
How will you?
how many are on your list?
I guess I can look it up, but I have 5 cities on my list that are confirmed ahead of Seattle.
Hello, Seattle.
I am an albatross.
What?
That's the next line.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Hold on, called.
Kevin says Bellingham. Zach says Anchorage. KD says Forks. I have none of those on my list. We can check them, but I have Rochester and Buffalo, each with 167. Portland, 164. Cleveland, 155. And Pittsburgh, 151.
Ultimately, it doesn't really matter. Other than, well, I guess it does matter because we would all be 1 point ahead of you. But only if all 3 of ours are correct.
Mm-hmm.
Let's brief hold.
Well, yeah, little pause for some research. All right, we have conducted our research, and 2 points will be awarded to Kevin and KD, even though Forks is debatably not a city.
Which means a point is also awarded to you.
That's correct. Question number 4. Which state boasts the city with the highest average wind speed in the U.S.?
The whole state?
Which state boasts the city with the highest average wind speed in the U.S.?
Ah.
All right. Kevin says Colorado. Zach says Utah. KD says Ohio. I'm sorry, the correct answer is Montana. The city is Great Falls. Question 5. The Great Blizzard of 88, that's 1888, by the way,
Of course.
dropped 50 to 55 inches of snow on what U.S. city? All right. Kevin says New York. Zach says Chicago, man. And KD says Chicago, man. The correct answer is New York.
Had to be a big city.
That is
You can't name weather events for
much snow.
Secaucus.
50
Nope.
to 55 inches.
Yeah.
We're talking 4.5 feet.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Yikes. All right. Question 6. Which book lists information including the best days to castrate animals, to quit smoking, and to make jams and jellies? Not sure if it lists the best days to drink horse milk
Mixed with blood.
mixed with blood
Blood.
Should.
from the same horse. Kevin, it says Farmer's Almanac. Zach says Farmer's Almanac. KD says Farmer's Almanac, and they are all correct.
3.
2.
Let me open this very distraught heart necklace, and I got 2. Which is half the amount of points I got the last
Sad.
pub quiz.
That is true.
Not a bad start for you, KD, I will say, subjectively.
It's very subjectively.
All right, Zach, you'll be next. What do you have for us?
All right, I've got a little geography themed
Oh, no.
pub sixer for you.
That's pretty safe for you to get a lot of points.
Yes.
There's a deeper theme, but
wow.
I'll see whether
I want to go deeper.
And if you can guess that deeper theme in honor of the MIA Andy, I have a haichu for you.
What flavor?
Keto?
All sorts of flavors.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
But you're only
But
going
I
to share
don't
one
know
of
how to
one of
swim.
All right, question number 1. What is the tallest mountain in the world if you measure from its base on the ocean floor?
Totally talked about this.
Mm-hmm.
And I totally don't remember the answer.
I love haichu.
Same.
Here's the thing. I know this fact, but I don't know if I know the answer. If that makes sense.
No.
Nope.
I'll explain afterwards.
That makes sense to
We've
me.
talked about this fact,
Yeah, we did.
but I don't know if we identified the specific.
We just on this part of the fact, we just kind of breezed right over it. I did say it, but we were more focused on another thing.
Basically, that's what I was trying to say.
Okay. Kevin says Mauna
Oh, that's not right.
Kea.
Yeah.
Okay. Mike says Mauna Loa. Hey, you're in the same ballpark. And Katie says Mauna Kea, and it is Mauna Kea.
No! I chose between 3 and...
What was the third?
Haleakala.
Oh.
33,500
Way more
feet
fun to say.
tall if measured.
Mauna
from
Loa was the
the
only
ocean
one I could
floor.
think could actually fit into a deeper category.
Question number 2. What South American country has a program called Redemption Through Reading, where criminals can shave 4 days off their sentence for every book they read?
Do they have a certain pool to choose from, or can they pick whatever books they want?
As far as I know,
That is...
as far as I know, it's up to them with a
Crazy.
maximum of 48 days. I don't know if that's
per year?
annually. I think it's annually. Yeah.
Okay, so can you repeat the question?
What South American country has a program called Redemption Through Reading, where criminals can shave 4 days off their sentence for every book they read?
I love it.
All right. Kevin says Chile. Mike says Argentina. And Katie says Colombia. Sadly, it is Brazil. Brazil. Question number 3. What European city's Old Town Square boasts the third oldest astronomical clock in the world, installed in 1410, which has an hourly show that tourists gather to watch?
What's an astronomical clock?
Huge.
Can I get a pass on this question if I can already guess the theme of this 6-pack?
No.
You know the theme, but you don't know the answer.
I'm almost positive that I know the theme.
Wow. Really?
Yes.
I mean, it's not nuts.
No, those are in Brazil.
Oh!
What?
Sorry. Never mind.
Do we have answers?
Yeah. No, Mike, do you have an answer?
Yes.
Kevin. Vienna. Mike says Copenhagen. Katie says Vienna. It's Prague.
Darn. Very close to Vienna. On the same river.
I can't believe we guessed the same city.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That happened with Mauna Kea, too, but you were both
Yeah,
right.
but I mean,
Yeah. It's weird to have the same wrong answer.
Question number 4.
especially when there's so many potential answers.
Question number 4. This spice isle gained its independence from the UK in 1974, long after Chris Columbus named it Concepcion in 1498.
I totally know what this is.
This spice isle gained its independence from the UK in 1974, long after Chris Columbus named it Concepcion in 1498.
Why can't you have a map here anymore?
It wasn't mine.
How was it not yours? You're the map guy.
The map is in my head.
Kevin says Grenada. Mike says Cuba. And Katie says Jamaica. The answer is Grenada. Nicely done, sir.
Do you know that I know?
Yeah, I think you do.
Yeah.
It's a test of our friendship.
I know.
Question number 5.
I have no idea.
Question number 5. This U.S. island is the location of choice for the U.S. Navy SEALs cold weather training, which takes place at the Naval Special Warfare Cold Weather Detachment.
Repeat?
This U.S. island is the location of choice for the U.S. Navy SEALs cold weather training, which takes place at the Naval Special Warfare Cold Weather Detachment.
Is the theme just like places Zach has been?
I'm not going to confirm or deny anything for you.
It's not, I don't know where Zach has been. Or hasn't been.
At the top
Right
of
back
the
at ya.
You
guest room.
don't
scroll.
know where you've been?
I don't know where you've been and where you haven't been. Kevin says Vancouver Island. Mike says Catalina, that cold weather.
Yeah, that's what I said. It makes no sense.
And Katie says Kodiak. It is Kodiak. Katie, well done.
Thanks. You said American Island. And Vancouver Island's not American.
It's not?
No.
No,
It is not.
Vancouver is an American city.
It's also a Canadian city.
Whatever.
It's true.
Question 6. It's estimated that 70% of the cocaine smuggled into the U.S. passes through this border town.
Which side?
I'm looking for not a U.S. city.
Okay.
I'm looking for an international city.
Okay.
70% of the cocaine smuggled into the U.S. estimated passes through this border town. Kevin? Tijuana. Mike says Tijuana. And Katie says Juarez. And it is Juarez. Ciudad
Yeah.
Juarez.
So what's that theme there, Kev?
Wow.
Why don't we go from you to me in revealing the
Guessing?
theme, in guessing the theme?
I'm just going to assume there's some nuts I haven't heard of and just say they're all nuts. Brazil nuts.
Ciudad Nut.
Ciudad de Juarez nuts.
Oh, man. I'll say bears.
It's Kodiak, not Klondike.
What?
There's a bear on the Klondike logo.
I'll say this is travel flexing on Kevin.
Isn't Kodiak a type of bear?
Yes. Yes, I felt like taking Andrew's place. I had to fill the spot of travel flexing.
I like it.
And these are all places that I've traveled to.
Nice.
You went to Juarez? Why?
I did a mission trip in college down there for a week before they
Frankly,
hung headless bodies from bridges.
Grenada, Prague, and Juarez are all missions trips, right?
Grenada, Brazil, Prague, Kodiak,
Kodiak too?
and Juarez
Oh.
were all mission trips.
Interesting.
Yeah, the only vacation was the Big Island. Yeah,
Which island is Mauna Loa?
Big Island, Hawaii. Mauna Loa and Mauna Kea are
They're
on
both
the same. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Always
I
two
got,
there are.
I got 4. I'm happy with that.
2. Always 2 there are.
0.
3.
All right, Kevin, you.
It me! Number 1. What sport features beaters, chasers, and a keeper? What sport features beaters, chasers, and a keeper?
Is there a theme?
Sport.
There's a sport I'm thinking of that I just cannot think of the name of, so I'm going with something else.
All right, let's reveal. Zach.
You're dirty.
Zach
I see exactly what you're doing.
says Quidditch.
Darn it. That's what I was thinking of.
KD says roller derby, which is nothing like Quidditch. And Mike says water polo. It is Quidditch.
Darn it.
Oh, your strategy in this game.
Targeting?
I was tempted to get it wrong on purpose.
Number 2. What NCAA coach won championships 10 times in a span of 12 years?
I couldn't
Say that again?
What NCAA coach won championships 10 times in a span of 12 years?
No sport there, huh?
I did not give a sport. Everyone's got an answer. Yep. Zach says Coach Wooden. Katie says Jay Wooden. And Mike says Coach K. It is John Wooden. Number 3. What movie tells the story of runners in the 1924 Olympics? Oh, that was pretty quick, unfortunately. Zach says Chariots of Fire. Katie says Chariots of Fire. Mike says Chariots of Fire. You're all correct.
I have 3 points in a sports category.
Yeah.
I could walk away right now and just be thrilled. I mean, granted, one of them is an imaginary sport from a movie series, but I'm still real excited.
I'm surprised you call it a movie series, not a book series, but that's okay. Number 4, how many points does a rugby try count for? How many points does a rugby try count for?
For some reason, I know nothing about rugby.
But you know this?
I'm just really confident about my answer. I don't necessarily think it's right.
Okay.
I know scrum.
Yeah.
You know scrum about rugby?
Yeah.
Yeah. Zach says 2. Katie says 3. Mike says 4. I'm sorry, the answer is 5.
Oh.
Number
I
5.
think that was supposed to be a KD question.
The Golden State Warriors relocated to Oakland, California from what city? All right, Zach says Kansas City. Katie says Sacramento. Mike says Vancouver. I'm sorry, the answer is Philadelphia.
Oh, that's weird.
I doubt they were called the Golden State Warriors.
So it's weird, bro.
Well, no, it's just that the Oakland A's also relocated from Philly.
Maybe they went together,
Maybe?
holding hands till the bitter end.
They just get all of Philly's
Sports.
hand-me-downs.
Yeah.
That's weird.
That is weird.
Number 6. In 4 tries, name 3 Major League Baseball players with at least 3,000 hits and 500 home runs.
Sorry, can you just leave the question at Major League Baseball players?
No.
I'll try.
No. 3,000 hits, 500 home runs. There are 7 correct answers, just so you're aware. All right, Zach says Babe Ruth, Miggy Cabrera, Pete Rose, and Jackie Robinson.
We've got 2 of the same.
If those
I
are all
think-
baseball players,
I think
it's a win.
Zach's 0
They're
for
all
4.
baseball players.
Okay.
He
0
is
for 4?
He is not 0 for 4. Mike, I'm going to skip over you, Katie. Mike says Hank Aaron, Pete Rose, Honus Wagner, and Babe Ruth. Mike is also not 0 for 4.
Yeah, let's go. I had 2 of Zach's,
Katie
though.
says Albert Pujols, A-Rod, Ted Williams, and Mickey Mantle.
What's Ted Williams?
You are also not 0 for 4.
Good.
Together,
isn't Ted Williams' head frozen in Scottsdale?
I thought he was one of the golfers in the greatest game ever played.
together, the 4 of you, or the 3 of you, that is, because there's 3 of you, named 4 of the different 7, and none of you covered the same one. So Zach got 1, Mike got 1, and Katie got 2.
Did I get
Darn
Hank Aaron?
it.
Hank Aaron is one of them.
Shoot, I didn't know Hank had 3,000 hits.
Miggy Cabrera is one of them.
Cabrera, wow.
Albert Pujols is one of them.
Wow.
And Alex Rodriguez is one of them.
Shoot.
The others that were not said are Rafael Palmeiro,
Oh, that's right. Him.
Eddie Murray,
Murphy.
nope, and Willie Mays.
I always get Willie Mays and Mickey Mantle confused.
He did
Always.
the commercials, right?
The Say Hey Kid?
Like the ShamWow stuff.
That's
D-
Billy something, right?
You're thinking of Billy Mays.
Yeah. Willie Mays.
No.
Yeah.
That's his name. William Mays.
Billy, short for Alfred.
Oh, well tried. Well tried on that
Thank
one.
you.
To all of you. I am impressed with the guesses, actually.
I was hoping that you would be impressed that I
Pete-
said Hannes Wagner.
Pete Rose is a bad guess.
We both guessed it though.
Yeah, I know, but it's still a bad guess because he
Wasn't
didn't really hit for
homers.
power that
Right,
much.
Right. I knew that.
I didn't.
But
I should have guessed Hank Aaron. That
for,
was bad.
for non-baseball people. That was pretty good guessing.
Thanks, man. I almost put Michael Jordan,
What,
but then I knew that his career was a little bit shorter.
He had a few more slam dunks.
Right.
Yeah.
what was Babe Ruth good at?
He just didn't play
Pointing?
for long enough.
He was good at pointing.
Yeah.
All right. I got 1 point on that, Sixer.
Dos.
2.
3.
Wow. Zach's
Well
mopping
done.
Started
the
super
floor.
strong, but ended not so strong.
Well, the last one cannot be the inverse of the first three, unfortunately. KD, bring us home.
Aisle.
Country road.
Spice Isle?
Yes, a spice aisle. All right, question number 1. Who won the 2004 NBA Finals?
The one that happened in 2004.
Yes.
That was college for me.
I was 12.
At the end of the
Like, that was my after my freshman year of college.
I turned 12.
I was back home. I was working for Jimbo.
I was in Brazil, actually.
Of course you were.
Brazil nuts.
I certainly hated on
Prague
the
nuts.
I was already hating on the Spurs at that point in time, so that's a very realistic possibility.
Yeah, that's one of my options as well. All right.
I've got my answer.
All right. Mike says, where'd it go? Pistons. Kev says Pistons. And Zach says Spurs. It's the Pistons. Question number 2. Name both MLS franchises in Los Angeles.
Ew, gross.
You said MLS?
Yeah.
There's 2?
There's 2.
You know them? You don't know them. You're lying to me. Say it again.
Not confidently. One of them confidently.
Name both MLS franchises in Los Angeles. All right. I think we're ready. We'll start on the other side. We'll start with Zach. Says the Galaxy and the Stars. Kev says Galaxy and Fire. Mike says Stars and Palms. No, I'm sorry. Those are all incorrect. We're
All 6?
no, not all 6 are. It's the Galaxy and the very creatively named Los Angeles Football Club, LAFC.
I almost wrote LAFC.
No way.
Oh, instead of Fire. Man, I would have had it.
I hate soccer team names.
That's like the Washington football team.
Yeah.
Like, that's stupid.
Well, they took that naming convention from soccer clubs all across the world, really.
Question number 3. To what country does the island of Okinawa belong currently? To what country does the island of Okinawa belong
What
currently?
country?
I think we all have answers. Let's reveal. I'll start with Mike this time. Japan. Kev says U.S. Zach says U.S. It's Japan. We gave it back in 1974.
Stupid.
You're right. I thought that was a bad idea, too.
They probably put a KFC there immediately.
When? At which point?
Immediately, he said.
When it transferred from the U.S. back
Yes.
to Japan?
Yes.
I can't wait for the point where like Asia gets to where we already are and realizes what a horrible mistake KFC is.
I eat at KFC about once every 8 or 10 years.
I thought you were going to say much
and
more often.
every
than that.
time it ends poorly for me, if you know what I mean.
I think we know what you mean.
Yeah.
Can I tell you a crazy story? My brother-in-law that was a pastor in Kentucky, pastored in the town where KFC started, where Colonel Sanders had his first cafe right down the road. So there's a museum there for KFC. And back in the day, he came in one day and wrote a check and paid off the church's entire mortgage.
Whoa.
Colonel Sanders?
The story is that it was to kind of pay penance for a personal mistake that he had made, and he felt like he needed to do something good to make up for it and paid off the church's mortgage.
Wow.
So they have like the check still, I believe, from Harlan Sanders.
That's crazy.
That is crazy. Question number 4. Who was the 3rd American Idol winner?
You're asking me about a season I don't know. like, I know 1, 2, and 4. I don't know 3.
Come on, KD.
My bad.
Obvi, don't choose 3.
In all seriousness, I know 1, 2, and 4. This is stupid.
You're asking me about his season. I don't know.
I have no idea who was when American Idol started. People that have won.
Who was when?
Yeah.
How many seasons are there?
I think, are they on like 20 something?
Probably. I don't pay attention anymore. I paid attention for just the wrong seasons originally.
Let's reveal. Mike says Carrie Underwood. Kev says Fantasia. And Zach says Taylor Hicks. It is Fantasia.
Oh, I thought she was 4.
Oh, I don't know that.
Question number 5. What does AR stand for in the context of AR-15? All right, let's reveal. Mike says assault rifle. Kev says Armalite rifle. And Zach says Armalite rifle. It is Armalite rifle. Question number 6. What is Will Shortz known for? SHORTZ. What is Will Shortz known for?
Yeah, that sounds familiar.
All right, we've got answers. Let's reveal. Mike says YouTube videos. Kev says editor of New York Times crossword puzzle. And Zach says YouTuber.
I knew I'd seen that somewhere.
You had. It is
hate
the
that.
New York Times crossword editor.
Once again, I will jump in with a fat score of 6.
I did good for me. I got 13.
Oh, wow.
Whoa.
I got 11.
10.
You won.
I won.
You freaking won.
Well
man.
done.
I got 6 on my own.
Oh, wow.
Crushed.
No, you didn't.
Yes.
Who got both of the football teams
Nobody
soccer
got both
teams
the
right?
Soccer teams. That's true.
Ooh.
Oh, that's right. I thought you got him.
Mm-hmm. But you did get 5.
I did get 5.
Now I feel like I need to check your other answers because now you're just one ahead of me.
All right. Well done, KD. I can't confirm, but you think your first ever pub quiz win?
Uh-huh.
Congratulations, if that is the case. If it's not, still congratulations because
Thank you.
It was a good win. Close win. Other than me bringing up the rear. Final scores recap. Mike with 6. Zach with, again, 10.
Yeah.
Kevin with 11. And KD narrowly beating them out with 12 points. Excelling in his own category, in his own sixer. Kevin, you also excelled in your own sixer, correct?
No, I only got 2 this time.
Oh, wow. Okay. Conflating last time and this time.
No, I got 4 in KDs, which was my best category.
Got it. So KD was a point distributor on that episode. Zach, how did you do in KDs?
I got 1.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Armalite was the only one you got?
That was the only one that I
Wow.
got. Yep.
All right. Well done, KD.
Thank you.
That was a very low-scoring pub quiz all around, with 12 as the high score.
Yeah, less than 40 points scored.
So if listeners at home, if you did better than that, remember this is out of 24 possible points. If you did better than half, let us know at theguestroompodcast@gmail.com. Also, let us know what you think was the secret phrase and who uttered it. Send your guess to the same email, theguestroompodcast@gmail.com. If you want to join the guest list, you can do that at patreon.com/theguestroompodcast to keep us guessing and experience some exclusive content. We're always trying out new games on that Patreon feed. So if you want to find out what we're experimenting before we bring it to this feed, you can do that. Let your friends know. Tell everyone. Leave us a rating.
Tell our mom.
At this point, just keep it a secret from our mom. I would prefer she think that we're successful in other ways than podcasting.
I would prefer she thinks we're successful at all.
My mom and dad listen.
Do they?
Yeah.
Wow.
Right.
Wow.
Your mom and dad don't, KD?
Nope.
Are you going to have... Is your family going to throw you like a red carpet party when these episodes air?
Probably.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a big deal.
I assume so.
Yeah.
I wish we were that big of a deal to
Our
our family. Yeah.
You're content with... Or you're not content with being a big deal to everyone else? It just...
Oh,
I just graduated with a master's. I think they were more excited about me coming tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is big.
Yeah.
We've heard it's done big things for the other people that have
Yeah.
appeared
Yeah.
as hosts on the guest room. podcast. So thank you, listeners, for listening. We appreciate you. For KD, for Zach, for Kevin,
For Zach's parents.
for Zach's parents,
Hey, Mom and Dad.
I'm Mike. As always, farewell.